Yo, what is going on YouTube? We are back with another My Team video, and in this video today we are going to be going into offensive settings to help you guys have a little bit more success in your unlimited games. Now, of course, if you guys have been around the channel or if you're new or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I have completed the showdown tier. I have a 76 win percentage, so you know, I feel like what I'm saying has a little bit of merit. Of course, I'm not a top player, but I mean, hey, you know, I do know what I'm doing on the game, so you know what I'm saying, the tips that I give you guys should help you out. Kind of go into, you know, next gen things and current gen things. I don't really play current gen that much, so what I'm saying may not be fully true, it may not fully work, but at least from what I've seen other people do on current gen, that is what I've seen people have the most success with. But before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if this video helps you out in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoy this type of content, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into what I feel like is going to help offensive setting wise for you guys. Now, the first thing that you guys are going to want to do in the actual My Team menus is go over here, all the way over here to the extras menu, and go down to controller settings. The most important thing that you guys want to do to have success is change this setting for call for pick and roll versus fade. Put this to manual so that you have full control over if your players roll or fade, and this helps you do the drag back that a lot of people do to help, you know, with spacing and things like that. That is one of the most important things, and it's crazy that a lot of people don't really know about the setting. Another thing too that I personally recommend, if you really want to take your game to the next level, turn your shot meter off. I promise you it's a lot easier to shoot with your meter off, especially if you know all of your players' releases. I personally think the way to, you know, really take your game to the next level and really help you win more games is going to be turning off your shot meter. The next thing you're going to want to do is to choose your favorite playbook. I personally run the Trailblazers playbook in the event that I ever want to run plays, but honestly, with the way that I've been playing lately and the team that I have, I really haven't had to call plays. So honestly, you can go with the Bucks playbook. You can really go with any playbook, any modern playbook. I wouldn't recommend any of the throwback playbooks. I don't think it has some of the freelancers in there. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive that you can really use any playbook you want to get in the freelancers that I'm going to go over in this video. And you know, the easiest thing, at least for you guys, if you want to get into a 5-out, I'll go through that here in a second as well. We'll go ahead and just load up a domination game just so that I can show you guys what I'm talking about. All right. So the key to everything that you guys are going to do is obviously you're going to want to turn off your adaptive coaching engine. That is the first thing you want to do when you, well, maybe not the first thing you do, but you want to do this before you finish all of your settings online. You want to make sure that you turn your adaptive coaching engine off so that your AI does not completely screw and mess up your settings that you put. So the main thing that you guys are going to want to do is go ahead and go down here to this freelance in the offensive settings. And if you're on next gen, you want to go with Bucks 2018. That gives you the 5-out, that gives you the, you know, offensive sets with the most spacing on next gen. Keep in mind, on next gen, that is the thing that you guys want to do. Now, if you're playing on current gen, you want to pick Hawks 2018. I think Hawks 2018 also works on both gens, but I personally have more success with Bucks 2018, and I've heard Hawks 2018 on current gen is the best option for you. Now, if you are on next gen, you don't necessarily have to you know, choose a play that is a 5-out type of play. I don't think this actually has, oh, it does. You can either do quick isolation or you can go ISO 5-out. It doesn't really matter. I'll kind of show you guys how to do both. Quick isolation is a little bit easier, but ISO 5-out also does work. Keep in mind, this is mainly a I'm showing you guys this on next gen, so if I don't show fully, you know, how to do it on current gen, just know it's not that hard. I would just recommend, you know, probably checking out another video if you are confused on how to, like, you know, run the 5-out properly. In the ISO 5-out, whenever you do equip it, you want to press the Y button whenever you're over the highlighted thing and assign it to the player that you're going to want to call the 5-out with. you could run it with Penny, could run it with Terry, you could run it with Jason Tatum, but honestly, you would want to run it with your players that have the best dribble style. You want to run it with players that have quick or shifty dribble style. Jason Tatum has base, so he doesn't really get the same type of separation as a player that has quick or shifty does. So that's what you kind of want to do. Penny Hardaway has, I believe, quick dribble style, so I assigned it to him. As you can see, he has that little marker over him, the little highlight over him. So that's how you know it has been activated. So let's go ahead and hop into the game so that I can actually show you guys how to get into the 5-out and how to run your offense. All right, now the very first thing you want to do when you touch the ball on offense is you're going to want to press right on the D-pad. That is a next gen only thing, and press A. I'll go like scroll down to freelance, press A, go to select your freelance, select the Bucks 2018 freelance. Watch how everybody just spots up, everybody goes to their spot. Obviously we don't have enough time in the shot clock, but you see they kind of already go into a 5-out. It's really that simple, you know what I'm saying? If you stand directly in the middle, everybody kind of spots up where they need to, and everybody is in the correct position. Now if you want to go into the 5-out, I'll show you guys that on this next play. All right, so we got the rebound. Again, if you don't want to have to, you know, select the freelance, which is kind of dumb, but you can also select this ISO 5-out by pressing left on the D-pad and hitting ISO 5-out. As you guys can see, everybody gets into their own position, and you kind of have an easy lane to the basket pretty much every time. Obviously, if your opponent knows what they're doing, they're gonna know how to stop that. And you know, a wrinkle that you can add into it is, you know, calling for a screen. You know, I highly recommend running screens. I know everybody, you know, is kind of prideful when it comes to screens, but I'm telling you, the easiest way to really score, have a high-powered offense is going to run screens as much as you can. Now, if you guys have put your freelance to Bucks 2018, you can also just call a simple quick isolation, and that is also another way to call a 5-out. Now, again, you know, if your opponent really knows what he's doing, you can really just call a screen, you know what I'm saying? You know, use that to your advantage. You can go over the screen, you can, you know, stay on the same side of the screen, you know, do different things to make your opponent think, make your opponent have to adjust defensively, and really have to really think what you're doing. Now, honestly, you don't even really have to go into a 5-out, and you can just run it just straight like this. I know I'm playing against the AI on rookie, but I'm telling you, the same things that I'm doing right now, I do to people online. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit harder to score. You probably won't get wide open dunks every single time, but at the end of the day, if you just do those simple things, I promise you it will make your offense just that much better, and you will probably win a lot more games than you already were. And that's really the easiest way I can explain offense to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I can't really, you know, go into the defensive settings and break down what each thing does, because I mean, honestly, offensive settings is not that deep. You just need to go out there and, you know, lab, practice your jump shot times, practice your dribble moves, all of those things like that. Now, the last thing I'm going to recommend to you guys, obviously this is not really a defensive set, or not defensive, I'm so used to saying defensive setting. This is obviously not an offensive setting in the actual menu, but I think the most important thing is that you understand your play style and you understand the type of players that you will want for your play style. I personally like running my offense through my 1 and my 2, primarily my 2, but you know, I have Penny Hardaway, everybody has Lonzo and everybody else right now. I haven't gotten around to picking up those cards yet, but I did have a lot of success running Penny Hardaway, Larry Hughes, Joe Johnson, and Terry Dishinger. Now, again, their dribble styles really do help. So, you know, making sure you know which dribble style you like the best, making sure you know your players' jump shots, everything like that. It's going to help, and making sure you understand who can dribble, who can't, who can shoot, who can't, who's fast, who's not, everything like that, making sure you understand how your team does operate. Now, of course, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have a different play style from the next person, and the next person gonna have a different play style from me. You know, for the most part, everybody plays around the same, but you know, people, you know, some people shoot better, some people drive better, some people dribble better. Whatever you feel like you're best at, make sure you master that. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you can really take your game to the next level in those other things as well. But that is going to wrap it up for the video today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Again, if it did help you in any way, shape, or form, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all of those great things. It definitely does help me out. Lets me know that, the videos are helping you guys, and, I really should, continue to do these type of tip videos. If they do help you out, again, feel free to comment that down below as well. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully it helped you out. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.